chi-square test for goodness of fit, assuming equal probabilities, testing the fit to even distribution. Hypothesis. We have two hypotheses, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. In our null hypothesis, the observed distribution of frequencies equals the expected distribution of frequencies in each category. While our alternative hypothesis, the observed distribution of frequencies does not equal the expected distribution of frequencies in each category. Let's have an example. Sample distribution for 60 rolls of a single die. You have the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Observed frequencies 7, 6, 11, 15, 13, 8. And the assumed probability. So the 100%, we will divide that equally. So you have 1 over 6. The expected frequency, you just multiply the assumed probability to the 60. That is 1 over 6 times 60, we have 10. And that is the expected frequency. And then let's now solve for the chi-square. For the chi-square, we need to have this table. So we have the observed minus expected squared. So what are we going to do? Equals, and then select this 7, this is our first entry, minus the expected frequency, close, parenthesis, and this symbol for the exponent 2. Enter. And then you just drag down, drag and drop. Okay, so you have the value already. So that is 9, 16, 1, 25, 9, 4. In just a few clicks, you have the answer already. Now in this case, as you can see, it's just the same. The only difference is you divide that by E. So equals, you just click this and divide it by the expected frequency, which is 10, and enter. So same, we drag and drop. So we have already this data. And to have the chi-square value, we need to sum it up. So equals sum, shift, and then the range. You select the range and then enter. Very good. So we have 6.4 as our chi-square value. So this is the notation for chi-square. So we have 6.4. Now for the p-value, if you have the table, you can approximately pinpoint where is the p-value. But in this case, we will use the Excel formula. So that is equals chi, and then double click. As you can see here, actual range. So the actual range is this, and then you will have comma. Expected range is this one. Shift, close parenthesis, equals. So this is our p-value. Our alpha is 0.05. We will use the p-value here. So the decision, if p-value is greater than our alpha, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. So in this case, our p-value is 0.26, and that is greater than 0.05. It only means that we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Do not reject the null. If we do not reject the null, going back to the null hypothesis, the observed distribution of frequency equals the expected distribution of frequency in each category. So it's just the same frequency. So we'll just paste it here. So in conclusion, there is no enough evidence to conclude that the die is not fair. So that is an example of chi-square test for goodness of fit, assuming equal probabilities. See you in our next video. And if you have something in your mind you want to ask, you may ask me so that I can create another video for you. Thank you.